Hello, beautiful people. It's Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking this video, and it's titled "Manipulative Prince Harry Slammed as Tone Deaf After Accepting Pat Tillman Award." I'm shocked. Ooh, you shocked? Why are you shocked? Interesting. So today we're going to be checking this video to hear what they've got to say. Let's check it out.
Should Prince Harry have accepted an award named after a US war hero at a glitzy ceremony last night? People begged him not to, but he did it anyway. It's time for tonight's head-to-head. Well, Prince Harry paid tribute to the eternal bond between mother and son as he appeared alongside his wife, Meghan Markle, at the glitzy ESPY Awards, dubbed the Sporting Oscars last night. The Duke accepted the Pat Tillman Award, named after a US war hero, for his Invictus Games work. But Harry's decision to accept the award was shrouded in controversy after more than 76,000 people signed a petition demanding he reverse his decision. Well, speaking last night, Harry paid tribute to Pat Tillman's mother, Mary.
I'd like to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to everyone at the Pat Tillman Foundation, led by Marie Tillman-Shenton, who I'm so honoured is here tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge the Tillman family, especially Mrs. Mary Tillman, Pat's mother. Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal and one that I respect. The bond between a mother and son is eternal and transcends even the greatest losses.
But that comes after Mary Tillman slammed his decision to give Prince Harry the gong, saying, "I am shocked as to why they would select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award. There are recipients that are far more fitting. These individuals do not have the money, resources, connections or privilege that Prince Harry has." So tonight I'm asking, should Harry have actually accepted the award? Let me know your thoughts. Go to gbnews.com/yoursay, tweet me at gbnews, and make sure you take part in our poll. But going head-to-head on this now, a former royal butler, Grant Harold, and the journalist and broadcaster, Laurie Turner. Thank you very much. Great to have you both on the show. Laurie, I will start with you. I mean, the mother didn't want Harry to have it, but he did it anyway. What do you think?
I just think it's incredibly tone deaf. He seems to have an amazing ability to not read the room. It wasn't like this was a surprise because the opposition to him getting this award had been growing. So he had the chance to say, actually, I hear what you're saying. I'm not going to accept the award. But he didn't. He also, I was quite surprised in the way that if you decide, because obviously the Invictus Games is something that he's created and it has been really important for the veterans community. But why then didn't he bring a couple of people from the Invictus Games with him on that evening and bring them up on stage and then say, this is about the Invictus Games, it's not about me? And that would have slightly rescued it. But it's not. It is about him, isn't it? And I just find it really shocking because if you look at who Pat Tillman was, you know, the man who gave up a sporting career to join the army after 9/11, you know, somebody who is, this whole award is about patriotism, it's about service, it's about duty. And yes, Harry served in Afghanistan, but at the moment we needed him in COVID, he left the country. You know, he has not latterly shown anything other than a lot of contempt for the country that we would hope he would be patriotic about.
I'll come back to you. I mean, Grant, the comments there from the mother are absolutely damning, right? You know, saying that he's had too much privilege, he's such a divisive figure, all of that. And you think, you know, actually, would he have been anywhere near this award if he wasn't Prince Harry? And has he just stood up there for a bit of clout?
Actually, you know my views. We've discussed Harry and what's going to happen over the years quite a lot. I think with this one, I find this slightly different. As Laurie just mentioned, obviously he's got the involvement with the Invictus Games. He has served his country. So I can understand why he's being put forward, but I can also understand why a lot of people don't want him accepting it, the award. But on saying that, I kind of thought, well, why not accept it? Because at the end of the day, this Invictus Game that he's put together is a success. I mean, so many people enjoy taking part and being involved in it. Again, yes, I don't disagree. It'd be a good idea maybe to have a few representatives there. But I think to obviously they're acknowledging, they're honouring this. Obviously, Pat's mother feels quite strongly about it, quite rightly, and she's voiced that, which equally is quite right. I think that's why Prince Harry's taking a bit of a diplomatic approach. I noticed the way he addressed, obviously, his mother, paid tribute to her. I think he's trying to, you know, I think he's kind of trying to soften the situation by paying tribute to her and kind of thanking her almost. which is a really nice thing. Which is a nice thing to do. But I don't really see any reason for him not to accept this award, despite everything else that's going on. I'm basically focusing this on his Invictus Games and the service that he's done for his country.
Okay, all right. And Larry, I want to ask you, I mean,
but that speech he gave, do you think he was doing it to soften the situation, or because he felt any sort of remorse or felt any sort of connection with Mary Tillman? I don't think he does, because it's obviously is more about him, more about them, and obviously just like what Laurie said. If he had any level of decency, he could have listened to Mary Tillman and maybe infuse it with the Invictus Game. I think that way people would appreciate him for that. But obviously, he didn't respect her wishes and still want to claim or make it look like, oh yeah, he respects her. Like, literally, it don't make sense. Yeah, we understand his time in the army or time in Afghanistan and stuff, but I mean, there are levels to these things. If at all he still want to play nice and still want to play for people to like him, there are ways he could have gone about it. Not to give a speech to be like, oh, they're trying to respect, or a speech to like you respect the mother, or you understand the pain, mother to son. Like, literally, come on. I wasn't actually shocked or surprised that he accepted the award. I would rather be shocked or surprised if he didn't. But again, do you think people are wrong for asking this question, or do you think people are wrong for saying all of this? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment down below. Let's go on.
Okay, all right. And Larry, I want to ask you, I mean, the Invictus Games are a great thing, and Harry has done a huge amount for that. So I suppose there is a case to say that he should have actually been awarded this.
Well, there seems to be not a week goes by when he's not been given some kind of award. Is that what he does for a living now? He just kind of goes around, gives a few speeches, shakes a few hands, accepts another award. I think it's really toxic, the environment he's in America, where everybody keeps saying, what a great guy you are, you're amazing, you're fantastic. I think he needs a bit of dose of Britain again. He needs to come back here, a bit more rough and tumble. He might have a more kind of nuanced view of himself. My concern is that, you know, he's being sanctified. He's now Saint Harry, and that's really worrying. But maybe he literally has nothing else to fill his time with. So this just makes him feel good. I just think that referencing his mother was so manipulative, particularly when he's got, you know, he uses his mother to say, well, I know that, you know, Pat Tillman's mum wasn't keen on me getting the award, but, you know, I know how important No, I just thought if he understood how important mothers are, he might have listened to her. So yeah,
that is a point that a lot of people are. Yeah, that is a point that a lot of people are making online, Grant. That actually Harry's speech there, he will have known that the moment, who had a face like thunder, by the way, when the camera cut to her, as we saw in that clip earlier on, who had said that she didn't want him to take it. 76,000 people signed a petition saying no, we don't want him to have it. Other very prominent members of the veteran community have come out previously and said it's really bad for Harry to be doing this. He absolutely shouldn't be doing it. You know, and there he was. He took the award and then kind of referenced Diana. I just wonder if he was kind of really using Diana there as well.
Do you know, Pat, it's such a tricky one, and I'm not disagreeing with what both of you are saying. I'm really not. I think what's difficult is, you know, when you lose your parents, or as I have, as many of us have, you do reference them. I mean, without question, you bring them into conversations, if not daily, weekly or monthly. So I don't think it's unusual for what he said. I've noticed Prince William also does it sometimes. They both reference the mother, which I completely understand. It's the late mother, they adore the late mother, as long as it's done for the right reasons. And I think on this occasion it is. I'm not disagreeing with what you're both saying, because he does obviously mention it quite a lot. I'm just looking I'm trying to be positive and hoping that it's been done for the right reasons. But as you mentioned, I know that Pat's mother obviously didn't look too happy about the whole situation.
No, and a lot of people are saying, you know, what on earth was Meghan Markle doing there, standing with him on stage? Well, what's she got to do with all of this? But both of you, look, thank you very, very much. There's Grant Harold, there's former Royal Butler, we've got journalist and broadcaster Larry Turner. Great stuff. Thank you so much. Who do you agree with? Should Prince Harry have accepted an award named after a US war hero at a glitzy ceremony last night. Natasha on your side says, no one is denying his willingness to serve, but he really should not have accepted this award. Bruce says, he served his country and did his bit in the army, so I really think that can't be overlooked, even if he did throw his family under the bus. Tammy on X says, there are lots of issues which are more important than an overprivileged prince who hasn't got a clue how other people live. And I quite like the royal family. All right. And your verdict is in. 12% of you think that Harry should have accepted the award. 88% of you say that he shouldn't have. So, you know, that is quite overwhelming.
Exactly. That was a really manipulative tactics that he pulled there. We understand, yeah, it's time in the army or in Afghanistan and stuff, but I mean, just like what Laurie made reference here, and I still said it, I think in previous videos past, if it was something related to like what he's doing, like what he's active on in the Invictus game, it would have been a different case and it would make sense. People would see it. Nobody is disputing the fact that he served or his time in Afghanistan. It is not going. Nobody is going to dispute that fact because it's still going to be part of his life. What I mean, the respect is not that big of a deal. We understand, yeah, some of the celebrities or some of these public figures, they don't care about other people or about the regular people's voices. But at the same time, decency is not that hard. It's not that hard. We understand he lost his mother when he was very young, and is trying to still create some sort of connection or level of connection with her, losing a son, or Mary Tillman losing a son. We understand, we get it. But I mean, that don't sit well. That is not right. I mean, we have to be honest with ourselves. But Laurie is right that part where she said she don't understand him these days. That's always giving an award, and honestly, people can see, and lots of people are raising their concerns regarding that. Do you think people are wrong? But again, let me know what you think. Do you think he should have accepted the award or he shouldn't have? Because I mean, everybody have their thoughts of opinion, but I really love your honest contribution. Is it the true Harry that we don't get to see, or maybe because he's now famous, so he needs all of the attention on everything he can get? Or what do you think? I would really love your honest contribution. You can share other useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.